Okay folks, this will be a challenging one. I've done quite a few similar ones before, so I'm going to see if I can make this turn up a treat. It's got something meaningful on it, something that means the world to me, or should I say somebody that means the world, somebody. I don't know what that was. It just dropped. Sorry. We don't want to make it too light. We don't want it to be wishy-washy. This will be difficult. It's as they often are. Let's see if we can make this turn up a treat. Okay, what is it? It is a Coca-Cola can with BFF. BFF. Share a Coke with your BFF. So yeah, that's the Coke. It's a Coca-Cola can. Had it sitting there for months. Haven't pulled it out until I think last night I decided to use it. But basically it's to do with your best friend forever. And I have one, but I can't see him. But I know he is real, and I met him, and I really miss him. I made some big mistakes, and I'm not with this person now. I'm alone. And I call him my best friend forever because he really is. I know he still loves me. He's not just a best friend, he's a loved one. And I think we've made this too big anyway. But basically, I really miss this person. His name's Luigi. And it's really been difficult living without him all this time. And I do consider him my best friend forever. Like, we'll always be together once we get together. And the past will be taken away and we'll have a bright future together. I don't think I did that properly. But basically, this is a challenging type of demo. And this is for him, so I want it to come out looking really nice. And it's a total black should I say. It's a black one. I wish my finances could stay in the black because I have to go on television to find Luigi, and this photocopier is on a bank loan, and twice in a row I failed to pay the bank loan twice in a row for the past fortnight, and I can't afford to do that, folks. So I have to go to air on television to find my partner and to get out of this financial rut. These demos are costing me fucking lots of out of pocket, and I just can't afford it much longer. The banks don't like it when you don't pay straight away. They want you to pay on time, and I'm so sorry to the bank that I can't always do that. And that looks really quite interesting, but the BFF looks shit. But basically, I have to stay in the black as much as I can. I have to have my finances looking like that, but not in the red like the Coke can. So we have to fucking keep away from the Coke can when it comes to finances. And we just have to focus on trying to keep in the black, like the image. So I'm just using the negative situation to describe this. Trying to concentrate, folks. Trying to make this roll nice and consistently. But I have to get to air on television sooner or later. Sooner rather than later. If for some reason the BFF is appearing black, just like I wish my finances would, I wish my finances would be that black. That would be brilliant. If I could keep my finances in the financial black, I'd be happy. Well, not happy on my own. I still want to meet Luigi, but I don't think I can maintain the black as much as I'd like to. I don't think that turned out. So I'm trying to stay in the black. But it's costing me materials and this photocopier, micro SD cards, phones, computers, all sorts of shit is costing me money to make this campaign real, to make it happen. And that turned out looking shit. I just can't seem to get the right momentum here. But basically I really need to go to air so I can get in touch with my partner. And it's just so fucking difficult trying to keep my budget on track. I try my best. I'm not well cashed as I'd like to be. Not because I want to be greedy, but because I want to not have to go in the red. Because the red is so shameful in society to financially go red. It's considered a shame. People don't like you when you're not paying your bank loan. And the banks don't like it. The banks absolutely hate it when you don't pay your loan. And I have to pay this loan. I've got to keep this piece of equipment. I don't want it to be repossessed and that my campaign will end up forever incomplete. I have to do this, folks. I have to fucking do it. My future is reliant on this. But the TV channels just want to air boring stuff like death, disease, disaster, destruction, damage, and hatred and all that. I'm actually wondering if maybe this could look good as a mirror image. If I could just trim that off and just stretch it a bit. Something a little bit artistically. Well, my work is art. It is art what I'm doing. And it's nice to do things a little bit differently from the box. People have got to learn in future, or not future, as soon as possible. We got to learn to be out of box thinkers. We've got to think outside the box, folks. The world's got to learn to think outside the box, and that's nice and colourful there. So I'm thinking we can just cut that off there. But basically, the world's got to learn to think outside the box, because most people catch themselves in the box and they just think in the box. The TV news channels are examples of in-box thinkers, thinking that what has worked in the past will continue to work in the future, and that new ideas to them don't work. They don't see any merit in something different because they're worried it's not safe. It's obviously been guaranteed that for news channels they play the negative stuff because it's the stuff that they've played for decades, and it's won, and it pulls up the ratings, or it makes them money. Whereas my stuff is different, and it's not the same as normal news, and they don't know if it's going to work or not, so they're too scared. They just want to play it safe by playing what they historically know is going to work, and we've fucked it up. We've just got to make it a little bit less on the vertical. But basically, they're too scared to try something new, so they just keep with the old stuff, the old programming, and they don't seem to think that maybe there could be merit in something a little bit more upbeat, a little bit more creative. I know it's not totally upbeat. You hear me whinging a lot and swearing a lot, but basically the images speak a different language. And I really want to get in touch with Luigi, and I just see this as the only way I'm ever going to get in touch And it's not as easy as it looks. It is really, really that difficult trying to get this stuff to go up to a news world that's so stuck on the old-fashioned way of doing things. And they don't know any different, and it drives me nuts trying to use my meagre resources. I'm trying to get it happening, folks, and it's not as easy, and it's causing me a lot of grief not being able to do something to get in touch. I have to wait. I'm playing a waiting game that's indefinite, and seeing all that bad news is not just bad news, it's bad news for me, because financially it looks like I'm going to go under. And it's really not as easy as it looks, trying to just fucking get this stuff to go to air. And I'm not after royalties, I'm not after copyright. I don't expect all that. I just expect airplay. I just want to see my stuff air on television so I can get in touch with my long lost loved one. And it's difficult, and he will be my best friend forever. He loves me and I love him. It goes both ways. I don't know if this is any good. I don't know whether I should have continued working on it. We don't have the word Coca-Cola showing much. Just got little bits here and there. This is probably going to be classified as a little bit minimalist, perhaps, but a lot of people do go for the minimalist kind of art. Yeah, it is minimalist. It's very minimalist. I don't think I like it, but I hope someone does. I think now we can call this demo quits.